everyone, welcome back to TopRc, and today also for TopRcHobby.com, which have sent us the F18 Blue Angel. This is the same setup as the F4 that we did review. It has fixed wheels or fixed landing gear and has glue-on wings, which we are not that happy about, but they are functional and it works. So let's just dig into this box. And first of all, it smells just great. Freshly painted. I think these are straight out of the factory and the mold. Oh, beautiful fuselage. Check these out. Wings, US Navy. Everything is pre-installed, the servos and the rudder hinges and so on. US Navy. As I was mentioning during the review of the F4, these are low budget jets. They come with 64mm EDFs, 5 blades. They make a little bit more noise, but anyway, they fly great. And this one is a PMP version. That means I need to install the receiver and add my own battery. Here we have the vertical stabilizers. No rudders on these, but if you have knowledge, you can easy install them yourself. I don't think it's necessary on these smaller jets. Here, fixed landing gear and some push rods and screws. Painted nose cone, plastic. Beautiful. And finally the horizontal stabilizers. This one has some cracks and dents in it because the box, of course, got some real beating on its way to Norway, but nothing that I think will show on the airfield. We will have to see. And that's what was in the box. Let's just throw it on the turntable. So now we are done mounting the F18, the Blue Angel, and overall she looks quite great. The only problem is that she got some dents and nips in the shipping. It won't affect the capabilities of flying. Equal to the F4, this one has glue-on wings, and in a newer version I hope that they can make sort of slots for the wings and also with a wing spar. Each horizontal stabilizer has its own servo. When you buy this plane, it comes as a 4-channel plane. TopRc Hobby has a solution to this. They are using Y cable for these two servos. The only problem is that on the other side they have chosen to make this rod, bend it and have it so that this rudder horn here is pointing upwards and the one on the other side is pointing downwards, so that they will have the same movement for the elevators. This solution may have a fatal downside, and that is if you bend a rod like this, and in our case, let's turn the plane upside down. In our case, the rod will be like this. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm going to try to get it closer. The rod will be like this, going backwards, while you see this one is straight from the servo into the wing. It has no problem pushing the rudders up and down, but when you give input for the elevator, this band will feather. That means it will have some movements from the servo before it really actually gives you the action that you want. And also the rest of the link will bend. The stock setup with this rod gave me a fatal throw on the elevator. One elevator went down for about 1.5 centimeters with throw, and the other one just 0.5 centimeter because of the push rod acting like in a featherish way. What I chose to do is I'm using my 9-channel radio, so I can use a bigger receiver. So I removed the Y cable, so I used 2 channels for the elevator, making it easier for me to trim them individually. Trying to fly the F18 like it was could have been fatal because of the different throws on the rudders. So when we are doing the maintenance on this one, it will be with an upgrade, and hopefully TopRc Hobby will let the servos be as they are, because it's a good solution. So to TopRc Hobby, use a Y cable with a servo reverser. Then you can get rid of this bendy thing and get equal throw for both rudders on the horizontal stabilizer, and that will give this plane much better flight performance. But I haven't flown this one yet, so I can't be honest and tell you that this one is the one to buy, but as soon as we have the possibility, we will do the test on the F18 and also on the F4 Phantom. The CG of this jet is about 635 millimeter from the nose to right about here, I think. The manual says you're going to use a 1600 milliamp 3-cell battery. I don't have these one laying around, so we are using a 2200, and it do balance very good with this battery, and of course I have made a bigger room for it. So if you buy the RTF version, you will have the battery together with the airplane. Many of the reasons that we do test these airplanes is to see how we feel about them, but I'm just sort of a needle in the haystack when it comes to the RC society and people loving to fly. The opinions that I have about this plane are mine, and I can't push them onto other people. So when I say that I have fixed the horizontal stabilizer, I did that so that I can get the plane in the air. There was lacking too much throw, so this is a solution for me before I do the test. But after a flight test, we will also mention this in the flight video, that we changed the setup for the elevators or the horizontal stabilizer. And our goal is to get better, and our goals as reviewers of these planes give the factory or the brand name a possibility to make critical changes or make changes that will make this plane a better buy. Hopefully we will be out doing the flight reviews of this F18, the F4 Phantom, and a lot of the other planes that we did reviews of the last week. Last week. So, see you all, bye!